open his eyes up that there's something going on. Anyway, we're going to be back in 2.5 minutes. You're listening to Night Dreams Talk Radio After Dark. This is Gary, and a big shout out again to all the truckers worldwide that listen to Night Dreams Talk Radio. We'll be back.
You can advertise your business on Night Dreams Talk Radio, and you will be heard worldwide. Why not contact us at nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com.
Do you have a paranormal story you want to share on Night Dreams Talk Radio? You could be a guest. Email us at nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com.
Broadcasting building. I'm speaking from the roof of Broadcasting Building, New York City. The bells you hear are ringing to warn the people to evacuate the city as Martians approach. Estimated in the last 2 hours, 3 million people have moved out along the roads to the north. Hutchison River Parkway is still kept open for motor traffic. Floyd bridges to Long Island, hopelessly jammed. All communication with Jersey Shore closed 10 minutes ago.
You're listening to my friend Gary Anderson on Night Dreams Talk Radio, the best in paranormal radio.
Well, James, James, I hope you're still out there. And John, yes, I try to be, but I can't guarantee I am. But what can I say? We're only a talk show host doing a show. We're going to, are you there, James, by the way?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm here. I just listened. I didn't want to overtalk you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Let's call him back and get Timothy Cullen back on. I really miss hardwire phones, you know that.
I know it.
Hello.
Okay, well, hi, Timothy. Gary again on Night Dreams Talk Radio. We're back from break, and we're on live.
Yeah.
So anyway, I want to get back to you, okay? So you and your wife saw this UFO. It went under the power lines and above the fence and all this stuff. You end up in the hospital. When did you realize, or how did they find that you had something in your arm? I mean, how did that happen?
I was working and I hit my hand hit my thumb kind of with a hammer. And it was a little sore and I had another finger that was hurting, and so I mentioned something to my wife. she's a nurse, so she told me, well, go see a doctor. Maybe I'm getting arthritis or something. So I went to the hospital and seen my doctor and got an X-ray, and he come back and said, do you know you have a piece of metal in your wrist? And I said, no. He said, you got any idea how it got there? And about that time, it dawned on me how I got there. He had a student doctor with him, so I told him to finish his rounds and come back when he got done. I discussed where I thought that piece of metal might have come from. And when he came back, I told him I thought it was probably extraterrestrial in origin. And he was of Mormon faith, and so I knew I could kind of talk a little bit to him and he wouldn't get completely out of hand. And I told him about my UFO sightings and some of the paranormal things that happened to me in my life. And we talked there, and then it was late, so I made an appointment. And a couple of nights later, I went over to his house. He had a much better computer than I had. I went over to his house, and we got on the computer, and we got looking for things. And we found a peer group and hit up with Dr. John Mack and kind of contacted them, and they told us they didn't do surgeries or stuff. They researched experiences, but that there was a doctor out in California that had taken some objects out of people.
Now, hey, Timothy, you're breaking up real bad. Have you moved from a different location when we first started talking? Or
No, I might have moved the phone a little bit.
Okay, because...
Is that better?
Well, give me a little bit more conversation. We'll find out, because you were really breaking up.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, and then had a peer group headed by John Mack, and then he said that, the doctor out in California had taken some objects out of people. And a week later, then Dr. Leir was on TV on NBC with a program called Confirmation Proof of Aliens Justice, and seen him there and figured out how to get a hold of him, and he wanted my criteria, and so I sent him a criteria on my UFO experiences in my life. And that's how we got started.
Okay, now also James is on the line here. He has some questions for you, Timothy. James, go ahead and ask him.
Hi, Timothy. As far as I understand, you've never remembered any of your abductions. Is that correct?
That is correct. I've never been hypnotized. They've tried.
I was going to say, have you ever thought about a regression to maybe get some memories back, or is that something you might not want to do?
Three of them, but and that's kind of a toss-up, but it hasn't worked on me. And the more I'm learning, there could be a reason why it doesn't work on me. There's a lot of things about me that don't really show up. I don't. The oddball things. I mean, no Men in Black, none of this, no helicopters, just there. So.
Right. Now, I was going to say, have you ever noticed any of your other family members, have they ever been abducted or had any implants in them, or have they ever had any weird experiences?
Well, my daughters were all with me when I encountered my third UFO, but other than that, it's kind of been a minimal with my family.
They've never come forward with anything?
No, that's why I've been, kind of asking around for 20 years and really ain't getting much feedback along that line from any of my family, my mother's side or my father's side. So.
Okay. Now, have you ever felt like you've had any telepathic communication with them at any time in your life?
That's an interesting question. I've had probably telepathic communication, but I don't know if it was with aliens or not.
Mm-hmm. The reason I ask because there's a lot of theories with the implants that a lot of the abductees or the people with the implants felt they've had some telepathic communication with them. And one of the theories is maybe the implants is a way for them to talk to you or control you or hear what you're saying or vice versa.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure the implant, but, it's artificial intelligence in your body. But I've had a lot of paranormal things happen to me, and I don't think this implant was in my body before April 1978, and I had an encounter in May. When I had my car accident, I went through an MRI, and if this implant had been in my body, it would have got removed then.
Hey, James, is he breaking up on your end, too?
Yeah.
Hey,
really bad.
Timothy, you got a pencil? I can give you a phone number, and you can try calling me on your cell phone, and we'll see how that sounds, because you are breaking up pretty bad here.
Yeah, let me get out here, and I'll do it. I see that I am breaking up. Damn.
Yeah. Anytime we talk, have you noticed that, James, when you start getting into a heavy conversation about implants or abductees, and all of a sudden the lines kind of go crazy?
Yeah, I noticed that. I thought he was done talking, then it's him breaking up.
Okay, give me your number, Gary.
Okay, it's 1-253
253
203
203
6695.
6695.
Yes, sir.
I'm on it.
Okay. We'll be waiting for your call. But that makes me wonder, too, after he had his, James, after he had his implant removed, I think he said afterwards he and his wife were going back in town and saw a UFO again. And I asked him, I said, did you maybe get another implant? Did you check? And he goes, no, I never checked to see if I had another implant. But I find it so coincidental. They removed the implant, then he sees another UFO.
Absolutely, because wasn't it Dave Edmonds or one of your guests who had one removed and they put one back and said something along the lines like, quit doing that or something?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Okay, let's see how this is sounding. Are you there, Timothy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, that sounds a little
bit... Is this any better?
It's better than what it was, a lot.
Well, good.
Now,
yeah, you got me.
James, you have a couple more questions or anything?
Yeah, I got one more. Timothy, when you said you thought you were talking to somebody telepathically, who do you think you were talking to? Just curious.
I wasn't talking to anybody. They were talking to me.
Okay. And what was they saying to you?
Well, a couple of things were pretty profound, and I really don't want to release that information yet. They're telling me things that, we'll put it to you this way. I have a lot of premonitions in my life. One of them was going to funerals of family and friends, and I went to a lot of them twice. Now, to relate one thing, when I was thinking that I had my chronic fatigue and I made a complaint, I went up to the local hospital here, did a sleep test. And I met a guy there that was going to do the test. I had my alien suspenders on, and he was giving me a little guff, and I told him, I said, maybe aliens might, I'm not sleeping as good. Yeah, he hem-hawed. Anyway, we got hooked up. They put a brain scan on me, and I'm laying there with EKG power equipment on. I'm wired up. I'm getting some sleep. And I'm having a dream, and all of a sudden it kind of gets a little strange because I'm told to wake up because he's coming down the hall. You hear me? Anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. We're just listening.
Oh, I didn't know. Anyway, coming down the hall, so I wake up. Well, he's coming down the hall and comes in the room, and we take that stuff on. They put a CPAP mask on, and it was a rough night after that. But anyway, the next morning, this guy was throwing stuff out there. I mean, he was. And it didn't dawn on me that I should have requested to have that reading on that EKG. But I was going, well, how long will it be before I get the results? Well, about a week. It took him 5 weeks, damn near 6 weeks, to tell me that my test was normal. But I told my doctor I had at that time, that test, they might want to tell you it's normal, but it really wasn't. There was we had a little bit of the paranormal happen, so that's the way that's worked. There are a couple other 3 or 4 times. I mean, it's it's